Tourist Striker Nation, Martin Chuck here, and this is a hybrid tip, and I get this asked all the time. Martin, do I hit down on hybrids? Do I hit level on hybrids? Well, I'll tell you, anytime the ball is on the ground, you kind of have to have a mild downward strike. Not much, just enough to avoid the stuff that is behind the golf ball. So I'm going to use my divot board to illustrate that. And why? Because it's a fantastic way for you to see the reaction of the club head and ball when a golf ball is hit. So let me hit a shot and we'll talk through it. So you can see the ball location is more forward in my stance, not as forward as a driver, just a little bit more forward than I'd play an iron. My stance is a little bit wider. Let's hit this shot off the divot board and you'll see how this relationship. So I hit that pretty nice, but what do you notice? I didn't touch anything. It was a bit skinny. It wasn't intended, the functional shot. That wasn't a perfect one, but you know, I'd be content with that on the golf course, a little low on the face, a little low flight. If it landed on a green, it would, you know, land or probably run a little bit too much. Let's hit another, see if I can get a perfect one. That would have been a very level strike. And that was perfect. A little higher ball flight on my target line. And here's what I want to show you, Tourist Striker Nation. So that's a hybrid that I hit perfectly. Okay, now that's not hitting down much. I'm really not even trying to take a divot. But think about when you hit a shot really solidly off the center of mass, the sweet spot of any angled thing, there's going to be a reaction. What you hit is going to get squished, the golf ball, and expand upward according to the loft, and then the loft itself gets shoved downward a fraction. So this really good connection of face and ball produces a mild deflection where the club goes down and the ball spins up the face and obviously takes off. So I want you to think about that reaction. When you hit something stationary with something with loft, you get the lofted thing gets shoved down a little bit. The thing that's lighter and compressible, this ball gets pushed up the face with backspin and away it goes. Now this was the perfect one. The first one a little skinny, not gonna lie. I just want you aware of it. We always have to have a mild downward attack angle when the ball's played on the ground, because if we hit up on it, no bueno, because we're gonna touch the ground before we get to the ball. And if we're always trying to be perfectly level, it's too risky. You always want a mild downward attack. We're not talking much. 3, 4, 5 degrees isn't very much. Hard to see with the human eye. It's less than 1 minute on a clock. So, Tourist Striker Nation, I get the question all the time, what do you do with hybrids, 3-woods? It's a mild downward ascent. Am I really trying to hit down? No. Through physics, does the ball react off the loft? Absolutely. Is there a tiny little exchange that might create a divot? Yes. So, Tourist Striker Nation, I hope that helps you, give you permission to feel like it's okay to have this mild downward motion down and out of the club head, touches the ball, the reaction occurs, we take some divot, or maybe not, but we certainly get into the grass a bit, and then the ball's on its merry way. So, Tourist Striker Nation, have a great day.